Hello, my name's Jose. In this video I'm going to show you how you can use an Xbox controller to pretty much fly a drone in iRacing using the camera controls. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and jump into iRacing. I'm in the F4 right now, and the first thing you want to do is you're going to want to launch up the camera. This is set to control F12 by default, but you can set it on a button. So two things you want to look at on this menu here. You've got your position type and your aim type. So position type should be set to fixed and aim type should be set to static. And then we've got the config button down here, but before we go there, you're gonna want to click save. So you're gonna wanna save two things. The main camera that you're on right now. So I like using any one of the chase cameras. This will work on any of the cameras, but like for right now, I'm using the rear chase camera. So I click save car. I'm gonna save whatever the default settings are so that I don't lose them. And then I can save a second camera on top of that for all of these settings for the drone. So I'm not gonna do that right now, but if we go over to config, then we have all these different axes here that we can map to the different controls. The best thing to do, if you're not sure which one does what, just go through them and you can click on it, and as soon as you start moving stuff on the controller, you'll see that it'll activate and it'll be assigned to that axis. Once you've assigned all of the functions for the camera, then what you're gonna wanna do is grab your keyboard and then hit the spacebar to hide the UI. And one thing to note before I do that, actually, you're gonna want to make sure that your camera controls stay open. So if you're on this menu here or on this mode here where the UI is hidden, then you're gonna want to make sure that your camera is running. So if you're not sure, click the spacebar, make sure that this window is open for all the camera tools, whether it's the config or whether it's the camera here, just make sure that this camera menu is open. But when you wanna use it, click the spacebar to hide the UI, and you pretty much have an entire drone that you can fly, you can put it anywhere, and you can pretty much go anywhere you want. Now, if you're doing content creation and you're looking at, you want to be able to track the car, then what you're going to do is, let's bring up the UI again, and these position type and aim type, this is what we're going to have to fix or change. So the aim type, if I then change it to @car, what it'll end up doing now is anywhere I go, it's going to keep the car in focus. So kind of like when you're flying with commercial drones, they all have their tracking modes. It makes it a lot easier to get shots. So yeah, for people that are doing content creation, this is really helpful. I've seen some people talking about being able to map them to the funky switches, which I actually have them here as well. So if you're running funky switches, this is another good way to do it. I just prefer the Xbox controller just because it's a lot smoother. For cinematic type of shots, this is much better and much easier. So that's going to be it for this one. Remember that we do offer remote sim support over at Velocity Pro Sims /support request. So if there's ever anything that you need with your simulator, remember to reach out to us. We're always here for you. See you in the next one.